Just the Facts is a program created to meet the educational and informational needs of youth ages 10 through 16. Oh, I gotta go. I'm working on the show.
Hey, how you doing? Rod Hembree here with Just the Facts program number 60. Go out for a pass. Oh, just missed you. Almost got it. Dwayne is here. We also got Darren here. We got Odie here. We got Chris here. We got Ryan. Ryan's right here. He's holding this right here. That's Ryan. That's right. Ryan's here. We got some guys in the landing zone over there playing some video games. I'm glad you decided to join us. This is a great program. Also, Trisha's here, even though she can't talk. She's got laryngitis. Hey, check it out. We got Enoch on this program. We also got the AVI guy. What's that all about? Delvin Reed is here with the Resolution Group. Why can't I see or hear or feel God? Well, we're going to talk about the things, Ryan. I'm glad you decided to join Just the Facts program number 60. We also have some very interesting topics. Now, to help us sort of set this topic up, here is Odie. Odie!
Yes, Rod, we got Brain, the Final Conflict, the Thoughts of God, and Red Alert! Red Alert! Systems failure!
Wow, let's go to the Facts and Faith Challenge. The Facts and Faith Challenge is on the screen. And here's what it says, the Facts and Faith Challenge. If God has a plan on planet Earth, how come I don't see it, man? Why? Well, you know what? Because here comes Going Critical with AVI Guy. This one's whacked.
Are all the mind's input devices can detect. You can't escape who you are. Virtual. Being so. In practice, though not strictly. Assimilation. Actual. Existing in fact. Faith. Substance of things hoped for. Fact detected. Known to be true.
Checking 1, 2, 3, AVI Guy logging on. Hey, how's it going? I'm the AVI Guy, exploring the latest and the greatest of the virtual/real world. Ha 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 ha!
Errors found. Analyzing.
Spock, scan the living surface area.
Protocol factor F7.
Hey, the living surfaces may change, but living doesn't. Control and chaos still battle it out below the surface. No matter how hard you try, you're dominated by the gravity of your situation. What's below the surface of your mind?
Accessing setup.
Here's the problem.
Working.
With the problem.
Setup failed.
You think you can control your life because you think you can control the screen. You know what I mean?
Reinitializing modem.
But the truth is, ma'am, the screen is simply a reflection of you.
Redialing.
It reflects your problems, too.
Connection incomplete.
Hey, man, you can't control everything in your life, but you do have choices.
Insufficient memory.
My fellow citizens, it doesn't take mega memory. It simply takes conviction.
Reference lost.
And quick, establish the ultimate truth drive.
Connection established.
Whatever you do, don't let it control you. You control it.
File complete. Replay not available.
Did you get it? I certainly hope so.
Got nailed, man. Okay, the Facts Made Challenge. All right, getting into the video game is this. If God has a plan on planet Earth, then how come I don't see it? Well, shot number one was, because it's scrambled, man. All right, these guys are playing the video game. Let's get on to the first topic, which is this. Brain, the Final Conflict coming your way. Here's the first topic. But before we go, we got news with an attitude. Nope. Up next, the location of the final conflict. The war to end all wars has been uncovered. Details next on News with an Attitude.
This old-time radio program was originally aired live, long before the advent of high fidelity.
And so tonight it gives me great pleasure to make way for a man who knows what he's talking about.
This
This is News with an Attitude, brought to you by the real news from your local community and civilizations. Intelligence war. Sources at the Pentagon? Well, not really the Pentagon. Anyway, sources say that they've discovered the place of the final conflict. Yes, it's true, the war to end all wars. Thank you. In a related story, DSC Communications of Texas is suing Evan Brown, a software engineer, for figuring out how to update all of their software codes while driving home one night.
That, Mr. Lauren, is hysteria.
DSC Communications says that information belongs to them because it occurred in one of their employees' heads.
What has probably happened is that her brain has become overloaded.
Recording intelligence. In 1880, Popular Science uncovered a way to take pictures on the run. It was the backpack darkroom.
Stay away!
And a guy named Larry from Houston is showing off his intellect by creating the world's first Kawasaki motorcycle.
It's the work of science.
New software called Hygiene Guard, created by NetTech, monitors employees of restaurants to make sure they wash their hands.
And if you're not drooling, your commentator is.
Did a headache spoil a day for you? Are you still feeling a little miserable and upset?
Mr. McDonald, do you ever do the dishes for your wife?
I should say not.
Yo-ho, yo-ho, brushless or lather, boys, whichever you've the notion. 50 cents for shaving cream, $1 for the lotion.
There's a lot of stuff moving on this set. You ever notice that? Well, let's put some moving stuff on the screen called the data. Here it is on the screen, and the data is this. It seems the faithful, now listen to this, it seems the faithful have all been vaporized. Everyone is out for number one on this planet. You ever feel that way? In fact, governments and organizations have become quite good at ripping everyone off. It's all about money, man. If they can get money out of it, they'll do it, no matter who hurts. The best they have is selfishness. Yippee! Oh, yeah, well, there you go. Well, the world seems to be a place where you can't even trust your own family or your best friends anymore. You ever feel like that? Someone might pay them off. Well, I don't know about that, but hey, don't call an Agent Mole or the X-Files. You still have a choice. And you can call on the Creator. He doesn't need money or power. It's true. He's already got it. And He will hear you. And He will be the one who will help and listen. That's Micah chapter 7, 3 through 7. Of course, that's Rod's paraphrased version. It's true. But there's some points we can learn about this final conflict for the brain. In fact, the first point is on the screen, and it looks like this. Check it out. There is a great clash. It's a struggle for your mind. It's marketing. In marketing, they call it mind share. Everybody wants your attention. Who are you sharing your mind with? You say, that sounds kind of weird. Who are you sharing your mind with? But it's a very good point. What do you put inside your mind? That's what's going to come out of your mind. What do you watch these days? What are you looking at? It's true, I know. You say, well, I don't know, Rod, about that. But let's take a look at the next fact. It's on the screen. It's maybe a little easier to take, and that's this. You have a choice with whom you share your mind. The final conflict is how you spend your time. See, there's a lot of people that spend their time doing a lot of things these days, but how you spend your time determines what your mind attention goes to. Well, now let's listen to some voice of reason on this. The voice of reason. The voice of reason. You know, I love these voice of reasons because they're so dramatic. It's true. Although your imagination wanders, you can decide where it ponders. Take care to program your brain and you'll live with less pain. See, a lot of people say, well, how come I have so many problems in my life? Well, you know what? A lot of times it's what we program in our mind. It causes us to think weird things and come up with weird imaginative things that just aren't true. Get into the data master. That's what you want to do. Odie, what's coming up next?
Well, Rod, coming up next, we got the thoughts of God.
If God's real, why can't I see Him? Why can't I touch Him? Today we've got a letter from a young woman who's been sexually abused. I know her heart is seeking God.
There's a lot of fear in getting close to God because you don't feel safe. You know, you feel like it's going to hurt me. And it's hard to break through that. It takes a lot of time. The only thing I can say is just to trust God.
Trusting in God can be a very scary and painful thing. If you enter a relationship with Jesus when you've been wounded, when your wounds are still open, and they're still fresh, and they're still painful, and pain is going to be a part of any healing process.
It'll happen in steps, and every time you make that next step, He will be there to heal you of that pain.
And it's a step-by-step process, and it's not overnight.
No.
You know, it's step-by-step. But the closer you reach to God, the more of His healing touch you're going to feel on your heart and your emotions. So
Just turn away from God. Turn away from God. But it's not the answer. That's not the answer. God is the last person in this circumstance that you want to turn away from.
Yeah, He's the one thing that you need to hold on to.
Well, if God has a plan on planet Earth, then how come I don't see it? Well, shot number 1 was, because it's scrambled, get any scrambler. Shot number 2 was, well, you see, it didn't pay your cable bill. That's the problem. No, that is not the problem, okay? Let's set up our next topic, and our next topic is this. Check it out. It is the thoughts of God. Now, Resolution was talking about a very serious topic. This is one, too. File 7 helps us set up the thoughts of God.
The mysteries of the past lead us to the purpose for the future. Answers for the present. UFOs explained. Ancient aliens revealed. Time has a beginning. Time has an end. File 7. Declassified. The human spirit, what is it? How do we know it? Historical studies show the inane human need to worship. Where does it come from? We use various means to satisfy our hunger for spiritualism, searching for a connection with a higher power. Is it all in vain? Biology, the study of life, does it hold the key to discovering our purpose? Are we merely a body made of component parts, a random grouping of subatomic particles and chemical reactions? Or is there an essence to us that transcends our 4 definable dimensions? How do we find it? The words of an ancient prophet. Listen, all beings on planet Earth. The Lord of hosts will come down, and all spirits will fall. All of this because mankind has trespassed into the dark spiritual world. Even the followers of God have gone against the true spirit. Micah 1. The truth is in there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, just the facts, yeah.
Fortunately, your spirit is not like Kickboxer here. It's not a machine that accidentally breaks down. The truth is in the data. Put it on the screen. It says this. We're talking about the thoughts of God. There will be many on earth who come together and try to beat down the followers of the one true God. Now, wait a minute. Listen to this. But they don't know the thoughts of God, and that will be their downfall. God will make his followers strong, and even though many will try to shut them up and even try to kill them, God's thoughts will capture the evil forces and use it for fuel to fire up some serious solid rocket faith. It's true, I like that part. In the end, all the energy spent for evil will be used to achieve escape velocity for the faithful. Now these are his thoughts about you, his followers. Cool, eh? That's Micah 4, Rod's paraphrase version, Canadian style. It's true. Brings me to the first fact, which is coming on the screen. Now the first fact is very important. Listen to it carefully. The thoughts of God always use evil and destruction to fuel faith and force the faithful to new frontiers. It's true. New frontiers with how you think about God and how God thinks about you, or understanding how God thinks about you. That's the new frontier, what this program is all about. Second fact is on the screen. It says something like this. You're number one in the thoughts of God. For the details for your future, use the faith to contact the Creator. He resides outside of space and time. Now, it's true. Check it out. He actually is displaced outside of space and time. That doesn't mean he's not here. He is here. But the fact of the matter is, his perspective is from outside of time and space. So he can see your beginning at your end. That's the thoughts of God. Check it out. But let's get the voice of reason on this. Here's the voice of reason.
2, 1.
Roger, Houston, the voice of reason.
Liftoff.
Check it out. The thoughts of God. Here's the voice of reason on that. The first step to understanding is not feeling or seeing, but wanting and seeking. It's true. Seeking who? Seeking God. But if you know the thoughts of God, you got to get to know the Lord of all. It's true. The truth is, the only way you're going to know somebody's thoughts is by knowing who they are. Let's find out what the next thoughts on the next topic are. Odie, where are you, man?
Wow, Rod, I'm right here. And the next topic is Red Alert! Red Alert! Systems failure!
Money, money, money. It's a rich man's world. All I need is money. Just a minute on that. Here we go. You see, here's the problem. If you have a lot of money, which this isn't, sorry, then you might be a target. Let me show you something from the passage. Check it out. It says this. A man's riches may ransom his life, but a poor man hears no threat. Now, let me explain that. This is the coolest passage, because here's what it means. It means that the guy who wants money, well, everybody wants him. Everybody wants a piece of him because he's got money. But the guy who doesn't have money, he doesn't have to worry about a lot of problems. He doesn't have to worry about dealing with all these issues related to money. It's true. And the fact of the matter is that you can be just as satisfied without having a lot of money as you can having a lot of money. The key is getting close to your Creator. Do it today. Think it over. Facts and Faith Challenge. If God has a plan on planet Earth, how come I don't see it? Clue number one, because it's all scrambled. Clue number two, you didn't pay your cable bill. I don't know. Clue number three, your modem's not fast enough. You know, how many times am I going to hear your modem's not fast enough? I mean, every time I turn around, the modem's not fast enough. Well, let me tell you something. We got a new topic. Red alert, systems failure. Enoch's here. Yes, Enoch, the mad scientist. And he's talking about Jupiter. Here's Enoch.
This is PTV, Phonetic Television. The following was originally presented in gobbledygook, but has been modified for your viewing pleasure. These are the ongoing adventures of Enoch, the only ancient scientist who walked so close to the Creator that he converted directly to energy. Now his spirit lives on in the true essence of ultimate investigation. Enoch continues his amazing discoveries along with his faithful scribe, Jay!
Hey, it's time to play! Hey, Jay, look this way! Today's lesson is an astronomy session. Who are we? Where did we come from?
From the Intergalactic Federations of Federations they saw in Lost in Space.
This is the latest disclosure.
This is real astronomy, not strange TV.
Oh, sorry.
But is it all an accident, or was it the creator's intent? When you're confused, here's one tool you can use. Yes, it's true. The evidence is up there for you. Take Jupiter, for example. Computer, it's time for a sample. So what's real about the planet that's such a big deal?
Did you read the papers today? Apparently bowling alleys are now hiring bouncers. Yes, it's true. Apparently they're trying to keep the high rollers out of the alleys.
I see, Johnny. Jupiter is like a guard for the big solar system yard.
Jupiter is 11 times the size of the planet Earth, making it a huge gravitational force. As it circles around the solar system, it's like a big bouncer, bringing in all of the debris that would hit Earth.
Computer, that's amazing space. What are the chances it accidentally took place?
Okay, see, now you're starting to get on my nerves. Things in the universe never run by chance, if you know what I mean.
That's right! Jay, do you see what I say?
The way Jupiter protects Earth is just one of many conditions that must exist for life to exist on planet Earth.
Computer, I must conclude. There is a plan for life to exist. Someone had to intrude.
Yeah, for more answers, all you got to do is ask the God Father, if you know what I mean.
Okay, well, while Chris is fixing the TV set, the set is kind of alive. Let me tell you something, okay? Creation is a very interesting place. When we know all the universe was created with care, we understand that the Earth is shared. You see, life is not a consumable product. A lot of times we have this feeling that everything around us is just for us to use, you know? But that's really not true. Life is created. That's right, by the Creator. Alrighty. Something very important. Here's something else created, the web page. Hey, how's it going? Some people say just do what you want to do, man, as long as it's good for you. Just a minute on that. Here we go. Hey, you ever known someone who says, I just want to do what I want to do because it's good for me, man? Like, I want to throw this ball right at the camera. Yes, I'm coming at you. No, just a minute on that. You see, let me put something on the screen. It talks about this. It's from the Data Master. Here it is. Check it out. And it says something very interesting. It says, when someone walks according to what God wants, then even those who don't like him will not bother him. Cool. You know what that means? That means God's ways are higher. Yes, higher than our ways. You see, this is very, very important because God, when we follow His ways, it's good for everybody, not just you. So I'm Rod Hembree, and I'm reminding you of one simple, very, very simple but important fact. When it comes to just doing your own thing, have a little self-discipline, man. Think it over.
Let's hear more from the style of it.
Okay, the Facts and Faith Challenge is this. Check it out. The Facts and Faith Challenge, if God has a plan on planet Earth, then how come I don't see it? That's a good question, isn't it? Well, we said, because you're scrambled. No, that's not it. Well, because you didn't pay your cable bill? I mean, what kind of excuse is that? Then your modem's not fast enough. You know, everybody tells me my modem's not fast enough. Here's the real deal. Check it out. It says this. The real deal is sometimes it's hard to see the plan when you're a part of it. It's true, you are a part of the plan. And as I go on the set here, try to find where the camera is, the truth is sometimes it's hard to figure out where you are because you can't see where the creator is. How do you find the creator? Oh, there it is. Well, the way you find the creator is by reading the Data Master. Now, let's review the topics. Let's go ahead and check it out. The topics were this. We talked about brain. The final conflict. A lot of people say there's going to be this thing of Armageddon, it's going to wipe out the world. Well, that may happen. In fact, the Bible predicts Armageddon. But the truth is, the final conflict really is in your brain. Your faith is the only thing that's going to help you. Also, speaking of faith, the thoughts of God. It's true. The thoughts of God, you know what's encouraging about that? They're about you. The thoughts of God are actually about you. And then the last one, red alert systems failure. See, when we figure out that the creation is a creation and didn't just happen by chance, then we tend to treat the earth a little bit better, don't we? It's absolutely true. See, we don't own this planet. It's not a consumable product. The truth is this. The planet was created for us to share. Now, we do that by recognizing the Creator. So do that today by looking in the Data Master. This program, we've talked about God. We've talked about how to find God. The primary thing is finding God in the Data Master. What's the Data Master? It's a fancy name for the Bible. If you look up the word data in the dictionary, it says information from which you can draw conclusions. If you look up the word master, it says giving authority to. That is the Data Master, or the Bible. Read it today. God's trying to talk to you. Are you listening? Well, check out by reading His voice. The voice of God isn't some sky thing. No, the voice of God is right in front of you. It's the Bible. Fancy name for the Data Master. In the meantime, here's some outtakes. Stay in the Data Master. I'll see you next time on Just the Facts.
Alrighty.
Since it's in their employee's head. I got it out. I'm okay now. Kawasaki motorcycle. Okay? This guy's got a motorcycle that looks like a cow.